Hi, my name is Kennedy Deal.
Anna Flynn,
Olivia Welty,
Valerie Richards,
Sarah Franco,
Clarissa Ramos,
Caitlin Vaughn,
Judy Buitron,
Taylor Stanley,
and my name is Sarah Robinson. I am so happy to finally present to y'all the Feminartist Virtual Showcase. Over the course of the next 30 minutes or so, you are going to get to have a little taste of the CA that we have missed for weeks now. So we have everything from Shakespeare, singing, a play written by a playwright in our department, and lots of other really fun, cool things. You also will have a wonderful insight of what it means to be a feminartist and everything in between. So without further ado, I present to you the Feminartist Virtual Showcase.
Hello Feminartist friends, it's me, Sarah Franco, and today, during this quarantine day, it's actually really nice out, kind of. Anyway, during this quarantine day, I have been implored by Sarah Robinson to create a little gift basket for Rayanne. Rayanne is also doing one for me, so I'm really excited for that. So I'm gonna run to the store. I think I'm gonna make her a collage and like a fun little care package, because you know, care about her. I love Rayanne. There's my car. Realize I kind of just like word vomit when I don't really know what to say. But the main point of this is to just bring a little more positivity, shine some sunlight. I just wanted to bring some positivity to Rayanne's day because I really care about Rayanne. I love her to bits and pieces, and she's just so sweet and a lovely little ray of sunshine. That's what I'm trying to say. So I hope she likes everything I have planned for her. I hope you guys like everything I have planned. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I just wanted to take this time during my drive to I don't know, like not like gush about feminartists, but I just wanted to say that I was really thankful that we could still do something like this. And I know it's online, and I know it's like not as good as like in person, the real deal, because we had so many great things planned out based off of our meetings. But I'm just so glad we can still do something like this. When Sarah first told me about this idea a few months ago, I thought it was like gonna be this crazy hard thing for us to do together, and like I won't lie, working with everyone in our department can be a time and a half sometimes, but I thought everything was going really smoothly, and I was so excited for us to open in March, to open and close, and I'm really glad that Sarah and Taylor and everyone on the production team for Feminartists decided to work on this. I hate quarantine. That's what I'm saying. I hate quarantine. It's like not anything I would wish upon my worst enemy to be quarantined like this. I miss everyone so much, and I'm glad we can all still share our gifts and our passion throughout this time, because I was so worried about like losing fire for theater and for my work in theater, because I wasn't able to be there. And I'm not gonna lie, I did lose I lost a lot of motivation this semester. Hopefully I will be forgiven of that. Anyways, I just wanted to say that I'm so thankful for Sarah to persist on doing this project. Really thankful to work with everyone involved. I'm so glad I still get to see everyone's creations and all their, I'm so glad I still get to see passion in the theater in this digital age, because I know theater is a live presentational art, and not that it would be hard to be presentational and big, but when doing everything on webcams and doing everything on phones, it's just, I don't know. It's not what you usually think of when you think theater, you know? Anyways, I will keep you guys guys updated with my cookie baking and my grocery shopping. I say grocery shopping, my gift shopping for Rayanne. I'm super excited. I hope you guys like it.
My journey with Feminartists has been very, very long, even before it was called Feminartists. So it's been a blast. We started back in October. I had a good idea. I felt like I had a good idea, and so I talked to Jasmine Lada, and I was like, "Hey, I don't really know where I want to go with this, but what's your thoughts of having a project where we just get a bunch of women together and like showcase some of their talents?" And she was like, "Oh, that's a really good idea." And so we went on and we had some production meetings, or a couple meetings, and then we were like, "Okay, we have the ideas, but we need some technical help." And so we were able to reach out to Taylor Stanley and Caitlin Bond and get some of their insight on what things we need to be doing. And then along the way, we were also able to get the wonderful, amazing, awesome, talented Ruby Patron. She has done amazing work for us as our stage manager. And so, like I said, the showcase has adapted. We were going to do plays, we were going to do scenes, then we were going to finally settle down. We're going to do the Feminartist Showcase and have a talent show of all the amazing talents of our women in our department. Let's showcase it the week after spring break. And then the pandemic happened.
So I think that this process has been different for me than any other project I've had in my college career. I think in the beginning we weren't exactly sure what we wanted to do, but we knew at the base of it we wanted to create a safe space, a safe platform, in the beginning, a beautiful live performance that gave spotlight and voice to the women that we see around us every day. I think that though we are in a time where we are moving forward and learning and growing and adjusting, and equality is getting there, I think it is still very important to highlight the voices of the women around us, and especially experiences we may not all have, whether it come from race or gender identity, or whether it be sexuality, whatever it be. I think that it's still important that we as women fight to tell other women's stories, and I think that that's in summary what this project is.
And so I think initially we were really upset that this had happened, because we'd come such a long way and we put so much work, weeks and weeks of production meetings and checking up on all of our artists. And so with that being said, we finally, saw this as just another obstacle to overcome, and decided to go virtual with it. So we contacted all the artists and asked them if they had wanted to do artwork or present anything to us, and we were able to get a lovely group of around 18 or so people that were like, "Hey, we still want to do this, we still want to create artwork, it's our outlet." And so we were able to collect all these people and get the video that you are now watching. And so that's how, I guess, we got from the beginning to the end. It started with an idea, and kind of blossomed into this wonderful show that we have. And so it's been a lot of fun working on the show.
And it's been such a learning experience, because it's taught me who I am as an artist, and like what I think it is to be a feminist and to be an artist at the same time.
And though we know that feminism and feminists is not limited to the female gender, it is still such a beautiful thing to be able to highlight those voices and highlight those stories, especially though we are moving forward and we are growing as a society. We aren't growing very fast. We aren't moving as fast as the artists are. There are women in this department and women around me who I see growing and fighting and becoming amazing artists, and maybe still aren't getting the voice that they deserve, or maybe still aren't getting the visibility that they deserve for whatever reason it be. And I think that at the heart of this project is what we wanted to do, was to give those women those voices and give that fighting energy an extra push, and most importantly, to let the women in our department know that they're supported, that there are people listening and who can relate and understand and want to help and want to push that visibility and want to tell your stories. I want to be able to give that platform and that ability to tell someone else's story. Even if it's not my story, even if it's something I don't myself relate to maybe directly, I still want to be able to be that person who lays that foundation for someone else, and in this instance, for amazing, strong women to be able to tell their story and create their art.
I am not afraid to say that I'm an unapologetic artist, and I'm always going to speak for minorities, and that's always what I want to do, no matter, like, if people don't think what I'm doing is right. That's okay, because I know what my intentions are true, and that's all that should matter for any artist. And so that's really what this project has drilled in my head. And so I hope no matter where I am in the future and what kind of theater I'm doing, I hope I never lose sight that that's what I want to do, is always speak for minorities and never be afraid to speak my mind.
Especially at a time like this, it has been a lot of fun, and I'm really, as much hard work as it was and as tiring as it has been trying to edit and put it all together, I'm going to be kind of sad that when it's over. Yeah, it's been quite the journey.
So navigating life through this pandemic has been quite a learning experience.
This pandemic kind of came for all of our throats. But you know, that's life. And we're gonna figure it out together.
I think the hardest part is maintaining a schedule and finding motivation to start my day. But I'm really lucky to live with my best friends, and so they've been making this experience way more tolerable.
I think that this global pandemic is obviously, as we were all talking about, monumental. It is new, it is massive, it is something that is affecting all of us, and affecting us all in different ways. But I think one of the most beautiful things to come out of this is watching the way that art and artists specifically have learned to adapt to this new environment, into this new time, and to adjust their mediums, whether that means taking everything online or taking themselves completely offline and spending this time right now to reconnect with their art, to create new things. I think it's truly beautiful, and I think watching this project adjust and shift and grow is beautiful, and watching it shift platforms it inspires me, knowing that artists still want to create so bad and still want to work around whatever barriers we have. And I love being a part of the team that is giving that vehicle to make that possible, that is allowing that to happen, that is supporting that and pushing my artists around me to create in this time and to use this pain and this confusion as fire and fuel to create art.
I'm really glad that everyone has been taking this time to deep dive into their art, and seeing different people's creations from all different platforms every day really makes me happy, and is really inspiring to keep creating even during the difficult times.
This project's ability to switch platforms, though is beautiful and inspiring, is not very surprising, because this project has hit many, many roadblocks over and over again, and barriers, and we've had to make adjustments. And this was nothing new. This was just a new obstacle, a new barrier for us to overcome. And watching everyone from us as leaders in the group and our artists in the group just quickly adjust and do what they can to create their art now at home and in their own ways, though is new, is not surprising. I think it speaks a testament to, is a testament to the artists that we have, and to these women, and how inspired they are and how strongly they want to create their art.
Miss Corona America was a fun little project inspired by some button art I saw of some feminist figures. I just thought, I should use I should use what I have around my house and create something. And what I quickly found was, they say in the originals that they just use whatever was around the house, but to get the amount of highlights and that many different flesh tones and shadows, I realized that was a lie. They definitely purchased a whole bunch of buttons. So I had to make do with what I had, and I also realized that I needed a much larger canvas all too late. So it's a bit more collage-y, piecemeal-y than I intended, but ultimately I just wanted to create something about women just trying to have a sense of normalcy during the quarantine and what's happening. I still feel the need to express myself. And so I just wanted a bit of a juxtaposition and kind of irony of the whole situation with the glamour and the mask and the feathers I liked because I'm an Edgar Allan Poe fangirl at heart. So yeah, I just wanted to play with the glitz and glamour of the 1920s and the reality of 2020 and how those two intertwine.
Hi, my name is Valerie Richards, and I'm going to be performing a piece that I wrote called A Clean Slate. It starts. A dirty tongue is the motif to the love letters that you shove under your pillow at night. You say it's no harm done as you bandage the paper cuts each morning and take your laundry to the lady who charges you extra for the tear stains on your blouse. You tell them the joke is disaster written in my steep eyelashes and my tangled bed sheets. No one laughs. It's clear now. The things that seem the sturdiest often plummet with no means necessary, falling from the sky, a neon light attached bright pink. These are the puncture wounds that your laptop shades each night as you retrace his footsteps across your skin. You note in your diary that emotions can be stronger than those midnight phone calls he often disregards, and not even a steady hand can change his mind, but maybe cursive. This is how it ends. Chained to your neck. Metaphors to remind you that people only love you because they see a spectacle in the human creation and they want to stop and take a look. A look that lasts seconds, months, 7.5 years, until the divorce is finalized, until the front door no longer rattles at broken bones and small kisses. When I, an apprentice in forgiveness, loose trust was my mentor, I realized no warning signs when you are in the back seat of a taxi scrummaging through the loose change on the insides of your sleeves and your empty pockets, when you are too afraid to look into the mirror, scared that the cracks might splint for a new lover to sew up. Please remember, it is not until the hurricane passes through your front yard, leaving burning bridges, a fire blazing in its path. He no longer wants to be something that you call home. The air still floods your lungs. And when it's time for a clean slate, bring your laundry to me, and I will do it no extra charge, and you'll smile.
Hello, it's me, Sarah Franco at Walmart, and I am in a very empty art aisle, getting stuff for my little collage for Rayanne. Look how empty it is. This is all acrylic paint. So I can't wait to see the artwork after the quarantine. Probably gonna get a flat canvas, some like Mod Podge, I think that's what it's called. Like put it on top of things to make it not fall apart. That's a terrible way to explain that. Is varnish the same thing as Mod Podge? Right? It is. I guess. So I have that. Yeah. I have to go grab some magazines. Hello, Jen's here with me.
Hi.
What kind of magazines do you think describe Rayanne? So I got 3 different magazines for Rayanne. I got the Power of Mindfulness. I have no idea what it's about. But mindfulness? Yeah. It looked really relaxing. Maybe I'll read it. Anyway, I got this magazine, and I got Ran a flea market magazine. And I got Ran. I say it like I'm actually getting these for her. I got grabbed an In Style magazine because, you know. Anyway, I got Rayanne those magazines. So I was going to make a care package for Rayanne, but I forgot we're in a pandemic and there's like nothing at the store. Look how empty it is. This is all acrylic paint. Anyways, I forgot there was like a pandemic going on, so finding care package things is not the best idea. So I'm gonna bake her cookies and get her like a little card, make it look really nice, put it in a little gift basket. What is this? Scoop and bake. Problem solved. There's also like no cookies. That's insane. That's a real tragedy. What if I just got her some Starburst? She likes Starburst. The every flavor bean. I don't know. I wanted to get Rayanne a little card. Maybe like, well, it's her birthday already passed, so I can't get her a birthday card. Oh, look at that. It's a fish with a halo.
That's good. Just get her a unicorn life trophy card.
Displayable trophy. The golden unicorn.
That's kind of funny.
You are hereby awarded the golden unicorn in a world full of boring. You are a magically rare breed. That's so cute. It doesn't say anything about birthday,
That's funny.
so I could get her this.
Fake birthday.
I'm gonna get her a little trophy.
That's cute.
Yay! Rayanne really likes pink,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
so I'm gonna grab her that gift bag right there. Pointing in the opposite direction is hard. Thank you.
I think it's also because you're reverse on camera.
I am. Should I get her tissue paper? I'm gonna get her
No.
tissue paper.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it cute.
That's so extra.
All right, that's the point. I'm gonna get her a bow. Here's everything so far. We got her little trophy. We got her little gift bag, her bow, her candy, her plants, her scoop and bake cookies that I'll be baking later. That'll be fun. You guys get to watch me burn down an apartment. Yeah, I'm excited. Super pumped. There's a mirror over here. Hello. Yeah, there we go. That works. All right, there we go. This is good. So I'm gonna head out soon. Go bake those cookies. We'll update you guys. Hopefully, I don't burn anything down. No! I made the cookies so big.
Hi, my name is Anna Flynn, and I will be performing Shakespeare's Sonnet 30. When to the sessions of sweet, silent thought, I summon up remembrance of things past, I sigh the lack of many a thing I sought, and with old woes new wail my dear time's waste. Then can I drown an eye unused to flow, for precious friends hid in death's dateless night, and weep afresh love's long since cancelled woe, and moan the expense of many a vanished sight. Then can I grieve at grievances foregone, and heavily from woe to woe tell o'er the sad account of fore bemoaned moan, which I new pay as if not paid before. But if the while I think of thee, dear friend, all losses are restored, and sorrows end.
Hello, I'm Olivia Welty. Being a part of the Feminartist Showcase has been such a wonderful experience and opportunity. It's been really cool to see the kind of powerful, talented women that are in the theater industry. And I feel like this project has just provided like such an awesome opportunity to showcase women in theater specifically, because today in the theater industry, you know, women are kind of in the minority right now in terms of like directing, acting, designing even.
Well, it's obvious that being a female in the art industry is really hard. There's always obstacles to overcome being a female in general, but a lot of the art community is lacking a lot of female representation, especially theater. There's a lack of female directors, female techies, female designers, etc.
Like it's crazy that like, I think it was like 2017, Lee Silverman created like the first historical all women's like female design creative team, and that had never ever been seen before. And you know, women as directors in theater, they typically only get hired about 30% of the time. So I would definitely say there is still progress to be made in terms of equality in theater.
So being a feminartist is, I guess, just more of being an advocate for those females who don't have a huge voice in this community yet. And the whole point is to make that change. So hopefully we'll see a change there.
I am a feminist and an artist, and I think that being a feminist is so much more than just supporting women. It's about equality for everyone, no matter if you identify as a female or not. You know, any race, gender, sexuality, religion, it doesn't matter. We're all human beings and we all deserve to be treated as such.
It's been really cool to see the kind of powerful, talented women that are in the theater industry. And I feel like this project has just provided like such an awesome opportunity to showcase women in theater.
And I think that being an artist right now is about togetherness, especially in this time of quarantine. It's about bringing people together virtually to be entertained for a moment, or to grieve together, or to share photos of our views from our windows. It doesn't matter, but whatever you are doing out there as an artist creatively, it's appreciated and it's needed.
And I feel like, you know, that's what the showcase is trying to show. You know, it's not saying that women are better. You know, it's just, we want everyone to be seen like on the same like playing field, and right now we aren't. So I feel like projects like this can help reduce that stigma and create exposure for, you know, female artists in theater, or just pursuing art in general, to get that opportunity that they've been seeking. So yeah, I think it's great, and I was really happy to be a part of this.
Which is why I'm so glad that I got to do Sonnet 30, because it's reminded me, and I hope that it reminds you, that we have to focus and remember the good times we've had, and think about the good things that will come from this quarantine, and the good times that we will have once it's over. You know, we have to think on our dear friends or our dear memories. And all sorrows will end for a moment at least, because it's hard and it can be lonely and scary. But we are in this together. Everyone. So I think that being a feminist and being an artist are not so different right now.
Hello, I'm Olivia Welty. Today I will be performing Shakespearean Sonnet 23. As an unperfect actor on the stage who, with their fear, is put beside their part, or some fierce thing replete with too much rage, whose strength's abundance weakens their own heart, so I, for fear of trust, forget to say the perfect ceremony of love's rite, and in mine own love's strength seem to decay, o'ercharged with burthen of mine own love's might. Let my looks be then the eloquence and dumb presagers of my speaking breast, who plead for love and look for recompense more than that tongue that more hath more expressed. Learn to read what silent love hath writ. To hear with eyes belongs to love's fine wit.
Hello again, it's Sarah in the kitchen. I have Rayanne's cookies. I got a scoop and bake tub of cookies, so hopefully that goes fine. Hopefully I don't burn down Jagger's and Sean's apartment. I hope this goes well. This shouldn't take long. Well, that's preheating. There we go. Actually, first of all, wash my hands.
20 seconds later.
Alright. I need to find a spoon now, too. I don't know where anything is in this kitchen. Opening this is so hard. There we go. And it says I only have to cook these for like 15 minutes, which is good. I'm gonna make Rayanne bake cookies, because Rayanne deserves big cookies. I hope these turn out okay. I never bake or do anything really. So hopefully it's not a total disaster. Okay, so here we go. We are going to put Rayanne's cookies in the oven, nice and hot. Super excited. I made some of them really big by accident, so hopefully they don't all get stuck together. Yeah. See you in 15 minutes. The cookies are so big! No! These cookies are overdone, which is fine, because I'm going to give them to Jen and Jags and Sean.
Really?
Just wanted to show you guys how bad it was.
It's not that bad. You tried. You gave a really good effort.
Ooh.
You're doing it again.
All right, round 2 with the cookies. Let's do it.
Ah!
This time Jen is making the cookies with me, so I don't mess them up.
Yay!
Yay!
Like a panda.
A very pink panda. See, this cookie's already too big.
You're not stupid. Don't say that.
I'm not.
You're not.
I wasn't gonna say I was stupid. I was gonna say I was bad at baking.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, cookies round 2, Jen. Let's see.
She's so hot.
Yes, they look so much better. Okay, so it's really late, as you can tell from the dark background. A lot of time has passed, but I wanted to show off my final product for Rayanne. Here it is. Yeah, I really enjoyed making it. I really hope Rayanne likes it. Underneath it says artist, friend, and inspiration, because I love everything Rayanne has done this semester. She's expanded her resume like exponentially by working on all these shows and by working as an ASM and Gentleman's Guide. Great things, by the way, proud of you. But yeah, I hope she likes it. I'm gonna text her and tell her I'm on my way.
Care pad shop. Oh.
Care package shopping complete.
I guess to me what it means to be a feminist is not having to explain or alter yourself out of worrying about the judgment society has laid for you. For this interview, I mean, I thought about putting on makeup because it's something I should look nice for, right? But at the end of the day, I'm in quarantine and who the fuck cares? And I guess this was something I had trouble coming to terms with because as a woman, sure, I thought there were things that weren't fair to me, to us, but I never understood the need to push for it. It didn't seem as bad as it was, and that was something I was being told both outright and unconsciously through the way that society operates. And I guess it wasn't until I was, doing competitive speech and debate when I began to realize this was an issue. I would get comments on my ballots about my appearance that males would not. And I would get comments about my confidence and my passion, which was too energetic, too aggressive, sometimes they would say, and yet other opponents, which were not female, would straight up basically throw you to the dirt, and they would just be bold. And it wasn't just me. I found that when I spoke to all of my friends on the circuit who were female, they had this issue. And that's when I realized it was important to be a feminist because we all have a voice and we deserve a space where that is allowed to be brought to light in the same capacity as our male counterparts. Which is why I wrote my play for this project. And when I thought of feminism, I thought about the most extreme way that I could take back everything that I have felt and that other women have felt too. And it was hard for me because even some of my female classmates at first reading this play thought, oh, but isn't there a subtler way to express feminism? And sure, there is, but that's exactly the point. We are allowed to be extreme, and at this point I feel that sometimes we have to be to get our point across because no one's listening. We aren't even listening to ourselves.
We are hysterical,
over-emotional,
exaggerating,
attention seekers,
cock teasers,
caregivers,
cunts,
slaves to a non-existent wage gap,
hopeless romantics,
stupid,
cute,
anal,
objects for your viewing pleasure.
from quartz to diamonds.
We have taken your criticism and refined ourselves. Please enjoy the show that we have made for you.
It's been 2 weeks since the Navy's chief cybersecurity officer has mysteriously disappeared, just days after being acquitted of all charges of sexual assault.
Good morning, sweetie. Look who's awake.
Where am I?
Don't you remember, darling? This is our new home. Ooh, I made your favorite. Dolled up eggs.
An omelet?
Yes, silly buns. You were always so particular and demanding when it came to eggs. Can't be too overcooked, can't be too plain, and can't be...
Too salty.
Oh. Oopsie. I did it again, didn't I? I guess I'm a bad wifey.
No, it's fine. Wifey?
Carrie, did our target wake up yet?
Target?
Oh, the target of our affection, of course.
Right. Who are you people? I don't remember anything.
We'll get to that.
Of course we will, Buttercup.
Let's take it slow.
You've hardly touched the breakfast Carrie made for you.
With love.
I guess I'm not very hungry.
You haven't even tried the orange juice yet.
There's seeds floating in it. I mean, how did you even...
Maybe you want someone to feed it to you in a bowl, like the dirty pig you are.
Excuse me?
Don't be shy. I brought these girls here just for you, sir. That's pain right there.
Greet me, shitbag!
Hi.
And this is Carrie.
Hello?
Baby, I may not have blown your mind with my cooking, but I swear I can blow yours.
So, what's your flavor?
I'm not sure I...
Well, let me see what I can find.
You know, for newlyweds, I sure don't know that much about you, Mr. Mysterious.
Well, I don't know anything about you, so...
Oh, well, I'm an Aquarius. I like long walks on the beach, and puppies, especially beagles. And visitors, especially when they come knocking on the back door. Your turn, Payne.
How about now?
Oh, you're no fun.
Hopefully this is to your liking.
Mimosas, yes!
Oh, that's what you meant, whatever.
I needed this after the week that I've had.
You have...
Preggers, more for me.
Oh, crap. I forget sometimes.
Really?
No.
To us.
I can't use my hands.
Relax, pussy, I'll pour it.
Ooh.
Yes, relax. We're all just trying to have a good time. Men are more fun when they're drunk.
And honest.
Or do you have something to hide, sir?
Why? Because I have no desire to get drunk at, 9 in the morning with 3 crazy-ass bitches?
Aw, is baby cranky? Does he need a sippy?
I'll get it.
Well, there goes the truth serum option. Let's be reasonable. Women can do that too, you know.
Listen, Dick Dixon, what we really want to hear more about is your shitty job.
My job?
Where you serve all those important men in suits. So hot. I bet they beat their wives.
You see, we want to check out the facilities ourselves.
But we're just a couple of bimbos with no key codes.
Oh, for fuck's sake! You 3 freaks kidnapped me on my way home from work yesterday.
Kidnapped? We didn't lure you with candy in a van.
We didn't have to. You stopped right on the corner of the red light district that I was staking out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure you do. Married men go there all the time, you stinky butt.
Enough! You're going to tell us how to hack into the multimodal government mass communication system because, frankly, you aren't enough to stand between the women of the world and the respect and attention that we deserve.
First of all...
Shut up!
You can and you will, because if you don't, these are hitting the press and you'll lose your job, your wife, your house, and hell, probably your life once we get what we want anyway and you're labeled a whistleblower.
What are you planning on doing with those?
It's not so much a plan as it is an action. You've been drugged up for a few weeks now, darling. A lot has happened.
Yeah, real radical revolution stuff you wouldn't understand. But hey, when you're done, we'll lock you in a cellar with every other politician who has intentionally held back and put down women.
It's always nice to have friends to talk to.
You feminists are all the same. Man-haters.
No, just entitled baby haters.
Cook me dinner and wait up while I commit infidelity haters.
Grab them by the pussy haters.
We want to protect and empower girls growing up here. Like your daughter, don't you?
Of course I do.
You fucking liar.
I would never let anyone hurt her.
Except you. What you did was disgusting.
Unforgivable.
But that's the way it goes, right?
I think you meant went.
Right. Pretty easy for your buddies to bail you out when everybody has a dirty little secret on the line.
But we women, us chatty Cathys, we know 'em all.
Your brother beats his wife.
Your best friend runs a textile mill in China that relies on child labor and abusing women.
And we know for a fact that you've been covering up for the lieutenant governor with your hacking skills, while he runs the nation's biggest human trafficking ring in history.
And we finally realize that charging men like you using the justice system doesn't work because the system is infected.
Who are you people?
Who we are.
Who we were.
What we want has never mattered.
And it's bigger than the three of us.
It's about all of us.
But now, things are going to run a little different.
I'm sorry. I just let it go. I'll do anything.
Pain. He says he'll do anything.
Got it. Come here, pig. Crawl. Pull down my panties. And change my pad.
What?
This will be our dirty secret.
I will not.
Men always try to deny women, only seeing what they want to see or telling us what they want to see.
But we fart.
We shit.
And we bleed. And it's every bit as ugly as you.
There.
Good boy.
Bye, honey. We're off to work. Payne and I work for the president now.
You can't work for the president. You're 8 months pregnant.
You're right. Women can never be president even without all the extra baggage. Guess I'll have to throw it out, Marie Kondo style.
A late-term abortion.
Oh, look at you with your opinions about my body. Cute. Calm down, sir. I was talking about giving our government a DIY makeover.
Ooh, that sparks joy with me.
This is one house I'm gonna enjoy cleaning.
Let It Snow may be a contender.
I'm so sorry.
Here are the finished care packages. Very stylish, very in season. So they're all done. Now I just can't wait to give them to her.
Alright, you guys, we have our finished product. We are on the way to go drop off for Rayanne, and I can't wait to see what she thinks. Precious cargo, which means we gotta keep it nice and safe. Yes. Perfect. Okay, so I am here. I am definitely parked in someone's spot, as you can see in that little corner. And I am now trying to find... because that's where Rayanne is. So I see 1112 and 1114. Guess I'm gonna go upstairs. One, 1123. So then that means I gotta just go over to the next building. I see blue lights and fairy lights, so that might be their place. Not all of us in quarantine together.
Hey, how are you?
Look at the cat.
Hey, baby.
Hey, babe. Rayanne's little present.
I thought those were biscuits.
The most wonderful time of the year. COVID-19. Did you guys know they have Twinkie cereal?
there's a picture of the ladies at Daniela's. You can tell it's from the 80s by the volume of their hair. There's Usnavi, just a baby, 87, Halloween. If it happened on this block, Abuela was there. Every afternoon I came, she'd make sure I did my homework. She could barely write her name, but even so, she would stare at the paper and tell me, bueno, let's review. Why don't you tell me everything you know? In this album, there's a picture of Abuela in Havana. She's holding a rag doll, unsmiling, black and white. I wonder what she's thinking. Does she know that she'll be leaving for the city on a cold, dark night? And on the day they ran, did she dream of endless summer? Did her mother have a plan? Or did they just go? Did somebody sit her down and say, Claudia, get ready to leave behind everything you know? Everything I know. What do I know? In this folder, there's a picture from my high school graduation with a program mint condition and a star beside my name. Here's a picture of my parents as I left for California. She saved everything we gave her, every little scrap of paper, and our lives are in these boxes while the woman who held us is gone. But we go on, we grow, so hold tight. Abuela, if you're up there, I'll make you proud of everything I know. Thank you for everything I know.
What does it mean to be an artist to me? I'll start off with this. Kelly Russell, he told us in Acting 1 that you are never going to be a great artist if you're not a good person. And I believe that 100%. I think that that's going to stick with me forever. You know, I think there's a million artists out there that are assholes, and they do get money, they do get paid, they do get hired, but I don't know, I don't think that's what it's about.
For me, personally, I think being an artist starts with being human and acknowledging that humans make mistakes and they fail, and failures are inevitable, but I think good artists grow from that. Also, I think artists are empathetic. I think that's a huge thing.
I mean, I've always wanted to be an artist that encourages people and is generous and inspires people to love exactly who they are. Because I think that's the beautiful thing about art, you know, is that we're all so unique, we're all so different, and every single piece that we have in ourselves, the world needs that. It does.
Artists are inspired by the world and the people and the cultures around them.
And, you know, people don't know that. You know, the world's gonna be mean to us because, you know, we're freaking weirdos. You know, we talk, we sit and talk to a camera, and we talk to ourselves, and we sing in public places, and we dress up like Harry Potter and walk across campus in front of everyone. Yeah, we're weirdos. So yeah, the world's gonna be kind of mean. But we need to be kind to each other because this is what we love to do. Put art out there that you love and support people doing the art that they love. I think that's what it means to be an artist, is being supportive and kind, because it is so, I think it's so easy to be self-centered and mean and just nasty to people. But to be a talented, humble, thoughtful, and kind artist, I mean, you can freaking change the world. And I really believe that. And that's what being an artist means to me, and that's the artist that I will be.
You can see in this whole pandemic that's happening right now how much artists rely on each other and the good that they bring to the world. And I'm proud to be one.
My name is Kennedy Deal, and today I'll be performing a piece that I wrote entitled Flowers. I love flowers. They're all so unique. They grow in different ways and they bloom in different seasons. Their colors are like armor that they wear with pride. And we encourage their differences by nurturing them with water, sunlight, and love. But why can't we treat people that way? We grow in different ways and we bloom in different seasons, but we wear our colors with shame. We discourage our differences with self-tanner, bleaching, and tears. But we are like flowers, born to grow into something beautiful and completely unique, but we feed flowers with water and people with hate. But today I will plant myself in a garden of hope and drink my sunlight with a smile on my face.